Staring at the world through my rear view.
Just looking back at the world from another level, you know what I mean? Staring. Multiple gunshots clear the block, the fun stops. Snitches was calling cops, people shot, nobody stopped. I wonder when the world stopped caring. Last night 2 kids shot while the whole block stared. I will never understand this society. First they try to murder me, then they lie to me. Product of a Don breed, all my homies trying weed. Now the little baby's crazy, raised off Hennessy. Tell me when my enemies flee when they see me. But even thugs gotta learn to take it easy. Listen, through the intermission, search your heart for a plan. We turning bad boys to grown men. It's on again, I give a holler to my niggas in the darkest corners. Roll a perfect blunt and let me spark it for you. One love from the
Suspects or motive in the murder of rapper and actor Tupac Shakur, who died last Friday the 13th after being gunned down in a drive-by following the Mike Tyson-Bruce Seldon boxing match September 7th. Meanwhile, on Thursday night in Los Angeles, we spoke with Marion Suge Knight, head of Tupac's label, Death Row Records, and the man who was driving the car sitting right next to Tupac when he was shot. Knight, who himself was grazed in the head by a bullet, was prevented by his lawyers from addressing the shooting itself. But here, for the first time on television, he speaks publicly about its aftermath.
How are you feeling and how are you doing physically?
I feel like this. I feel that the last word is always God, but Pac saved my life. The reason why I say Pac saved my life, I got shot in the head, got grazed some other places, but I still got the bullet in my head. It's still there. But for as trying to get him to the hospital didn't make me realize that I was shot. Because usually when you get shot in the head, the first thing the person do is panic. You know, bam, I'm shot in the head, I'm about to die, you know. And once you do that, you can't drive nowhere. My whole thing was, Pac, he was shot. I'm like, you shot? I'm gonna get you to the hospital. I'm driving, telling him I'm gonna get you to the hospital, kick back. Pac looked at me and said, you know what? You need the doctor more than me. You the one shot in your head. And we laughed the whole time going to find our way to the hospital. That's the conversation we had. It wasn't, Pac was a man the whole time. It wasn't that he was like, oh, I'm shot. He cracking jokes. He's like, yeah, they shot me. He said, but you shot in your head. Look at your head bleeding. Look how much it's bleeding. That was Pac. I'm like, man, shut up. I'm gonna get you to the doctor.
So he was conscious on the way to the hospital?
He was conscious on the way to the hospital. He was conscious in the ambulance. He was conscious after they did the surgery.
What was the last thing that he said to you?
They left me. We was in, we was going in, we was on the thing and was getting there. I like, Pac, we the last one left. When we talk, this is how we talking. I said, homie, I'm straight. I love you, homie. I'm gonna be straight. I love you too. That's what it was.
There was a report earlier this week in the New York Post that Tupac was looking to leave Death Row Records. Mm-hmm. Is that true?
You should answer that. You don't take a person like Tupac who, if you listen to every song on All Eyes on Me, every song on Machiavelli, every time he do an interview, what's the first thing he say? Death Row. Tupac loved Death Row. Tupac loved me, I loved him. I mean, Tupac took Death Row to the next level. I mean, we worked hard and we laid the foundation down, and Snoop took the baton, he ran with it, and he did a great job with it. When Tupac got the baton, not only did he win the race, he finished so fast he was able to sit back and drink some Thug Passion. And not only did he win the race, he finished so fast he was able to sit back and drink some Thug Passion and come up with another plan. I mean,
the plan to take command of the whole family, the underhand is to be the man that was planned on my road dogs. Official mob, payback's a bitch. Switch now the tricks cross, tossed up and never to be heard of. A single witness screaming bloody murder, murder. Blast, tell me, homie, what you see now? A blind man in a dead body. I'm ready to leave town and get my cash though. Hook up with Castro, homie at the blast from the task force. Tell me, homie, what you see now? A blind man in a dead body. I'm ready to leave town and get my cash though. Hook up with Castro, homie at the blast from the task force. What you see now? A blind man in a dead body. I'm ready to leave town and get my cash though. Hook up with Castro, homie at the blast from the task force. Stupid coppers tried to play us out. Never what you see now? A blind man in a dead body. I'm ready to leave town and get my cash though. Hook up with Castro, homie at the blast from the task force. To all my niggas facing 60 years, shed 2 tears. Another suicidal on the pier, taking private planes, trying to survive the game. For all my homies that'll never be alive again. Only promise us is death, nigga.
When it happened, we didn't know if we heard gunshots or we didn't really know exactly what we heard. We heard a lot of screaming, a lot of cars screeching. We were just hanging out, taking photos at the time. We ran up the street as cops were running past us, and by the time we got here, they were already taking, which now I found out was Tupac, into the helicopter away. He had been shot. Helicopter away.
He was conscious on the way to the hospital. He was conscious in the ambulance. He was conscious after they did the surgery.
He was conscious on the way to the hospital. He was conscious in the ambulance. He was conscious after they did the surgery.
Helicopter away. He had been shot.
Conscious on the way to the hospital. He was conscious in the ambulance. He was